Hi guys, and today I'm gonna review Roald Dahl Fantastic Mr. Fox. Alright, so let's begin. Roald Dahl is easily my favorite childhood authors, and every once in a while I begin to read one of his books, like these. Browsing his books for another reread another day, I realized that I couldn't remember if I'd read Fantastic Mr. Fox. I decided to change that immediately. I enjoyed reading this children's story, though his other work. Still, he writes in a way that went over many child's hearts. Quentin Blake's illustrations may not be the prettiest, but they will fit well and bring back the memories of Roald Dahl's books. Mr. Fox and the other animals have their personalities, as do the three farmers. I definitely would have enjoyed this read as a kid, and would definitely recommend it to someone with young children. Someone has been stealing animals from the three mean farmers, Boggy, Bogus, Bruce, Bean. Chickens, ducks, geese, turkeys. Bogus, Bunce, and Bean have had enough, and have joined forces to catch the thief. They all know who did it, Mr. Fox. The farmer decided to get rid of him forever and have Mr. Fox and his family surrounded. But Mr. Fox isn't any fox. He comes up with a plan and fools the farmers to save his family from starvation. So that is just a short summary. Let's begin with a long throughout summary. So there were three farmers, including Bogus, Bunce, and Bean. Bogus, Bunce, and Bean all owned chickens, ducks, geese, and turkeys. Bogus's way of eating, he eats donuts with goose livers, which gives him a tummy ache and a bad temper. For Bunce, which gives him a tummy ache and a bad temper. And then that's for Bunce. For Bogus, he was a chicken farmer. He kept thousands of chickens and was enormously fat. This is because he ate 3 boiled chickens smothered with dumplings every day. What about Bean? Bean was a turkey and apple farmer. He kept thousands of turkeys in an orchard full of apple trees. He never ate any food at all. Instead, he drank down a strong cider, which he made from apples in his orchard. He was as thin as a pencil and the cleverest of us all. Bogus, Bunce, and Bean, one fat, one short, one lean. These horrible cooks are different looks are not less equally mean. This is all the children roundabout used to sing when they saw them. So now, as you can see in this picture, this is Mr. Fox. This is his wife, Mrs. Fox, and inside, you might see later on, are the baby foxes. Here are the baby foxes. Alright, let's continue. So, one night, Mr. Fox was going out to steal yet one more geese, turkey, or another tasty treat when Bunce, Bean, and Bogus found him. They caught him in a corner and then used shovels to try and dig him out. Then he lost his tail in a gunshot, and he ran back to his house. As the mother nursed his wounds, when he was finished, he went out again. This time he had to go back in because the three were prepared with shovels, and they began to dig through the family's house. So soon they had to come up with a different idea. So Mr. Fox again went out, and instead of when Bogus, Bunce, and Bean thought he went to the first hut as usual, instead he went to the second hut. And then instead of catching him, they just found normal geese, and he stole another one, and another, until there were only a few left in the second hut. then they began to patrol the hut. But Mr. Fox was more clever than that. He gave up with his hut climbing and waited until they would let the things out. Then he would snatch one of them and run back to his house. Now we're going to do a quick summarization of my thoughts. Fantastic Mr. Fox isn't though my favorite, but it still very much shows that it was written by Roald Dahl. I really like his writing style, and it's perfect for children and just the right dose of humor, adventure. The illustrations would combine well in the text, and you should definitely read the story to small children. So now we are going. So now that is the end of my review, and see you next time. Goodbye.